G'day, have I got a story for you? Check the disclaimer. Season 1, Episode 50. Sneak peek. Disjointed, fragmented. Why is my life so fragmented? Going from place to place, hurt by so many different people. Why are other people's memories so smooth? Where are the other people who have memories like mine? It makes me wonder, are my memories really like this? Or did someone do something to them? I distinctly remember Ambrielle. Is she real? Or is someone messing with my mind? Who is she? I'm sure I know. Why don't I remember? So many things seem ridiculous, like two big men are following me. Their thoughts are so simple, but their memories are so jumbled. I remember the dog, her memories are jumbled too. Watching the men's thoughts, I can see they think so much faster than the dog, but so much slower than other people. They seem to be continuously thinking about their names, which are Blas and Elva, and they are so proud of their names. The little dog is proud of her name too. Occasionally their thoughts go to the snake tattoos that they both have on their left arms. They don't like the look of them, but they both struggled hard to earn them to become members of an organisation. They both seem to just have certain things they think about over and over again. Orders, names, their few belongings, food, the organisation, and their tattoos, and what they had to do to get them. Is this some sort of loop of thoughts they've been given that they have to think about, or is it natural? Occasionally they will start to think about something else, but it's like that thought is cut short and they go back to those looping thoughts again. The only thing I remember is Lola, the woman in the house on the surface. She goes to the moon. Not literally, it's a metaphor. It's like her body is still here, but her mind goes away, a long way away. That's why I call it gone to the moon. I think it's nicer than calling it glitching. What? Why am I thinking like this? Who am I and where am I? I know that I have many more memories than this. Where are they? And how do I know? Why are my thoughts dwelling on this person named Lola? Is she in danger? Ooh. I have to help her. I have to save her. Where is she? Wow, all these people look like me, but they are also tall. Will I be that tall one day? Their thoughts are so different, but I understand. They are hoping I can help them. In what way exactly? I'm not sure what you mean. No? Why would you do that? Take these sample bits of me. No, please. I don't want that to be taken from the middle of my backbone. No, I don't want to sleep. Yes, I would prefer being awake. What? Pass out from the pain? What pain? How is sleep better? I understand. I wake up. How did I get here? Why was I asleep standing up on one leg, holding a door open? Why is my life like this? A man is standing in the doorway. He looks at me and tells me to follow him. Then he turns to the two big men standing either side of the doorway and says, "Weg in." What does Vecn mean? If he is thinking of the word awaken, why not just say it? Oh, it's a code word. The two big men slowly raised their heads, and I wonder if they were asleep standing up like I was. They have such unusual faces. We're almost there, where they want to go. I want to run back. Could I get there before these people? I'm sure I could, but then, how could I help? I don't know how right now, but I'm sure I've helped people before. Why can't I remember? If I decide to turn and run, can I run? I'm sure I can run. Very fast. I'm not allowed to run. There's a boy. Oh, I'm sure there's a boy. Oh, my head hurts, but I have to remember. Oh, the boy in the cage. I remember him. I promised I would remember, and I have. He needs my help, and I will help him. We have it all planned. Oh, I'm cold. My eyes are closed. Why am I standing up with my eyes closed? Did I fall asleep like this? I stand still and concentrate. I hear voices speaking in unison. I wonder. I raise my hand to touch my lips and realize that I am speaking along with the other voices. How are my lips moving? How is my voice talking? I am silently standing here, not saying anything. I take a breath in and slowly blow my breath out onto my fingers, making my voice stop speaking. Are my feet wet? Am I wet? I wriggle my toes and feel tiny splashes on my feet. Am I at the beach? Why would I be at a beach? Is Michael here? Who is Michael? I've never been to a beach. Or have I? I only know about beaches from the scientists' minds. What scientists? What is going on? Why is my life like this? What will I see when I open my eyes? I don't want to open my eyes. I hear someone say,
"Hi, big guy."
Another voice says,
"Hi, Squirt."
Where am I? Who are these people and why are their names so unusual? Maybe they're nicknames. I like nicknames. Oh. Am I allowed to like things? I remember that unusual feeling at the base of the tall tree near the dog kennel. We are not allowed to go past there. I know what is beyond that tree. It is different. So intriguing. I'm not sure how I know. I just know things sometimes. I remember the tree telling me to hold on to him so that I wouldn't be pulled in. Wait, what am I saying? The tree talking to me? That's ridiculous. Isn't it? If that can't happen, why do I remember it? Sleepy man. He was so determined to be the most important person in that group of people who do such awful things. He could do some things and the people were fascinated that a male had abilities, small as they were. He is responsible for what is happening to me. He sold my life to them all. Eventually, he realized what he'd done to himself in the group. He changed his mind and turned away from them so that he would be okay. He forgot about me. And I don't mean that his memories were taken from him. I mean, he deliberately put me out of his mind, as though I didn't exist to him anymore. The only interactions I have with him now are when he comes to the room where I have to sleep, holding his favourite toy, his strap, that he named the Peacemaker. Or he comes looking angry and determined without it. Either way, all he does is hurt me. I'm glad that the girl must live thing that he suddenly whispers happens, because I know he wants to me almost every time. If I was, I wouldn't be a constant reminder to him of what he did. I don't hold it against him, why would I? It would only make me feel awful. I just forgive him over and over again. I am running so fast through the forest. I look towards where I want to go, decide I will go there, and I do. And I get there so fast. No one is faster than me. I've run against the best and I beat them all. I am carrying my forest partner, Olita, on my back, holding her legs around my waist. We're not allowed to be friends, so we've decided to be forest partners. She has a talent too, but she won't be able to use her talent until she's older. I'm helping her escape, and when we're older, we'll be able to help each other. It doesn't bother me at all. I like helping people, but she really wants to be able to help me as well. When they can't catch us, they will sound the siren, and then we have to go to our boxes. We don't want to. Our legs just walk us there without us doing the walking. All of us. There are 13 of us all together this time, and since we told them about Alita and I being forest partners, some of them have decided to be forest partners as well. I like it when people help each other. Bonus extra. Zed continues. Finally, the carriage halts at the house where my sister lives, and even though I want to go and find her and give her the biggest hug as quickly as possible, I walk in with no expression on my face, as is expected. She's here, at the front door, waiting for me, and there are no visible bruises. Oh, I hope there are none at all. She gives me a nod and says, "Welcome home." I tip my hat before placing it on the hat hook. We are both good at play acting what is expected. I watch her slowly depart to the end of the large entrance, and as she turns and glances back, I give her a signal that we used to use as children. I hope she saw, and I hope she remembers what it means. Her memories are often tampered with, but she has a good, strong mind, and often can recall things anyway. I see her hesitate. Good. I call out, "Sister! Sister, come and see! I have a grand new timepiece to show you. It has many jewels." It looks very expensive, and I'm sure it was. It is gold with many small precious stones. My sister coos over it like a child. Clever. We can get away with a lot more when we behave childish, especially in front of the help. I place it in my sister's hand, which is not allowed. My supposed gentleman's gentleman, who I call Handy, steps forward and holds out his hand for it. See, Handy. Oh, I hope I did not smile. It is not allowed. It is Handy's responsibility to make sure that the timepiece stays in good working order. He is no gentleman's gentleman. He is my handler, hence the nickname Handy. Little Sweetheart continues. I wish Ryan was here.
Hello.
Ryan, is that you? Oh, he's bowing.
At your service.
He thinks it's fun. Everyone else thinks it's fun too. I wish I could experience this fun. Why are this man and I standing in a cupboard with nothing in it? Well, except a very ugly painting. Maybe they decided to hide it because it's so ugly. But why a whole cupboard? Why not cover it with a cloth? Or better yet, why not throw it away? How did I get here? Why does my life make no sense? The man turns to the two big men who are looking in at the doorway and says, Tour verwachen. They immediately stand either side of the doorway. Are they going to have a tour? I know what a tour means. When there's a new scientist, they get shown around a facility and they call it a tour. What is verwachen? Maybe it's the name of this facility. Or maybe it's more of those code words. My baby. He's so chubby. The reason he was fed all that milk, is it really so I can't lift him? So I can't help him? That's ridiculous, isn't it? So, how am I so sure that it's true? Why would anyone deliberately make a baby so big? I mean, he can't even crawl yet. And no wonder. How could he lift his own weight? Who is this man? He thinks he is in control of everyone, but control by force, is that really control? Oh dear, it seems like he doesn't even control his own thoughts. The woman, Lola, I feel so sorry for her. Right now, at this moment, I don't know what they did to her mind. However, I'm sure if I did know, and if I could just remember, maybe another time. Deep down, I know that she is a good person, kind and gentle, and wants to do the best she can for others. Lola is awful to me. She hurts me a lot, but I don't hold that against her. Why would I? She has so many code words and triggers in her mind that have become her life. Even while I am being hurt by her, waiting for the smacking frenzies to end, I know that everything within her wants to stop. She just can't stop mid-smacking frenzy, or at least she believes that she can't. She has to finish, then tell me why she did it. The reasons never make any sense to me, and I don't think they make any sense to her either. I remember that woman who behaves as though she's entitled to do whatever she wants to anyone she chooses. It's so unusual for a female to behave like that, when males usually treat females with such disrespect. However, this woman is treated so differently by the men, as though they think of her as highly as she thinks of herself. She always has first choice of who she wants to hunt, and her first choice is always me. I see your thoughts. No, you won't be doing that to me. I can stop you easily. She opens her mouth and I immediately move the wooden spoon in between my nose and her mouth. What has happened to her teeth? Was she really going to bite my nose off? Why do her eyes look like black oil slicks? I know that things will happen to me here. Awful things. But awful things happen to me everywhere. At least here there is no pain. 2 people help me into a room that is the shape of a sphere, with a transparent floor about 1/3 of the way from the bottom. I know what they expect me to do, so I climb up the steps, well, I call it steps, onto the transparent table and lay down. The 2 people sit either side of the table near my head. I know that something horrible is about to happen because they just apologize to me in my mind and let me know that it's time to close my eyes. These 2 people are both holding my hands as though they care. I consider these people my friends, even though the sentiment is not reciprocated. There are not many people who have physical contact with me who don't hurt me. These 2 people have never hurt me. They help me walk so I don't fall over. They hold my hands each time something awful happens. And they hug me when my body involuntarily reacts, while I shake violently and sometimes my mouth whimpers with quick, sharp breaths. They hold me close. I make sure that I don't check any minds when these things happen. I know that I shouldn't find out what the others did to me, so I don't. They help me because it is their job. And I know that if they don't, whatever the others are trying to accomplish with me won't work as well as it does. But I like to think they are hugging me because they care. That is a much nicer thought. I have noticed that if unusual things happen to people, often their minds seem to automatically ignore it. They automatically ignore it. How do they do that? The more intuitive people, their thoughts will automatically find a logical or more plausible explanation, and that's what they believe happened. Well, this doesn't happen automatically with me, but I do make myself think of nicer things sometimes, because I know if I didn't, I probably wouldn't still be here. I need to stay alive. I am here for a reason. We all are. I help people. That's why I stay. That's why I make myself believe nicer things, even though I know they're not true. I consider these 2 people my only 2 physical friends who care about me. That is a much nicer thought than they're just doing their jobs. Even though I feel very weak after all this, I wish I could stay here forever. Why are their thoughts so loud at the end? They're wondering how many of them will be viable. How many of what? I know that I shouldn't find out, so I don't. I look over at the window. Oh no. I see it. The cloud. The cloud is there. Or the mist, or the fog, or whatever it is. Please. I am hurt. I feel myself raising. Oh no. I won't be able to. Please, come back another time. Please, just leave me alone. Not now. I am already moving towards it. I don't want to go. I am not allowed to want. 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 I am floating in the air. I don't like it when this happens. I can move my hands and feet, but not my body or arms or legs. I move towards the top left window. Almost there. I close my eyes and mouth and hold my breath. I can feel myself stiffen as I go through. I wait until I can feel the cold metal beneath me, then open my eyes. I see a familiar face and hear him speak. I speak back to him in his language. He likes that. I know how to say hello, yes, no, thank you, and goodbye. It seems to amuse them when I speak back to them. I have learned to not cry or make any sounds when they hurt me, and I have to keep my thoughts calm. I know what's coming. I know how painful it is. They find it amusing that I remember what's coming and put myself in the right positions, ready for each new procedure, I assume would be the right interpretation. I find it unusual to be able to converse in our minds so easily, almost the same as those tall people who look like me. These people look nothing like me. Oh no. I quickly put myself into the first position. Now it starts. Why do I have an unmistakable ache in my chest? Grief. Anguish. I feel it within me. Who or what am I grieving for? Is it many people? Children? Babies? Oh, it hurts so much. I am looking at a beautiful sight, like an ocean of tiny glistening purple lights, as far as I can see. But they're not on the water. They're on land, moving with the gentle breeze. I know this won't last long, so I close my eyes for a moment to breathe in the fragrant aroma. I open my eyes to watch for as long as it lasts. The sunset is incredible, making the beautiful mauve flowers all the colours of the rainbow as the sunset deepens. Oh no, the ground is shaking, they're almost here. I hurt inside, such heartache. As I see the last of the sunset flicker away, darkness falls and I hear the scraping of metal and the smell, that awful stench. I blink a few times, waiting for my eyes to adjust to the darkness and wipe away the tears that I didn't realize I cried. There it is. It has come for me. I sit on the ground. There is no point running. I can't run anyway. I pull my knees up, crossing my legs and hugging them with my arms. I lower my head, trying to tuck it as far as I can between my knees, making myself as small as I possibly can. Oh, the grief. Such anguish. My chest aches. I'm ready. What am I looking at? Are they huge balls of fire? As they roll, I see that nothing they touch is burned. Is this real? Or is this some sort of a simulation? I know it's real. But how could it be real? I hear his thoughts.
Is that Fionnuala?
She says that it is not her work. It is her source's work. He is still thinking.
Maybe she is not Fionnuala.
He speaks to her.
You have a whole new life ahead of you. You can do whatever you choose, and you can be whomever you choose.
She looks up at him. He is very tall, and she thanks him. He talks non-stop, recalling so many things. I can see that he feels good, being able to think properly. He has been unable to speak like this for a long time, although his voice still sounds different, with such an unusual mouth. As she walks out the door, he says,
I wish you well. Make a difference, Nuala.
I watch his thoughts and know that he is thinking to me, hoping that I am listening. I am. I am laying back to back with someone. My legs hurt and I feel a familiar pressure, mostly on my ears and head. How could this be familiar? I hear a child's voice asking me to stay where I am because he is so cold. Oh, I am cold too. Are we laying back to back? Where are we? How did I get here? What is the light source here? It looks so odd. The boy's thoughts. No. Just no. I wake up on the surface in the bed where I have to sleep. How did I get here? Why does this keep happening to me? Why don't I see this sort of thing in anyone else's memories? While watching the door handle and listening carefully for footsteps, I get out of the bed and make sure it looks perfect, not one wrinkle. I watch the door handle, hoping and wishing that it won't move and that no one will come through, while listening for footsteps and any floorboards that might squeak. I stay here. It's sunrise. Waiting. I notice the sunlight slowly move across the room. How many hours has it been? It's getting dark now. Maybe this will be the first day that I am not hurt. I hear a floorboard squeak. Thank you so much for joining me with a cuppa. I really do appreciate your company, you know.